there's a quote that I love that comes from Elisa S, and she talks about the 4 universal healing salves. So 4, and she talks about singing, dancing, storytelling, and silence. There's this concept. So like in an indigenous culture, if somebody was ill or depressed, they might go to the medicine man or the medicine woman. The questions that this person would ask is like, when did you stop singing? Or when did you stop dancing? When did you stop being enchanted by stories? Or when did you stop entering the sweet terrain of silence? And it's this idea that a soul fragmentation occurs when we disconnect from those things that brought us together, kind of in the tribal culture.
Recharge those batteries, perhaps.
Yes, absolutely. So these are like, all over the world, there's music, there's instruments, there's songs, so there's something there. If everybody all over the place, So then what happens, is we start to compare ourselves. We break away and we start to compare ourselves, and we're not as good as that singer, and so we can't sing. But it's like an innate ability that we all have access to. Influence if our family, if we grow up in families where there's singing and there's music. One local voice teacher talked about if we were sung to as babies, that can have an impact on our musical development of the ear. So, yes.
Even in the womb, perhaps.
Absolutely. We're taking it all in on every level, right? So, so it's just interesting to know that the importance of reconnecting with that, and to kind of notice when the inner critic kicks in and tells us we can't do something. Sometimes the answer is get more tools or build more confidence or experiment and see it, and to know it doesn't have to be perfect. But again, and if it's not singing, then dancing or painting, but I think having some kind of creative outlet and doing our best to remove that voice of the inner critic that blocks us from what naturally wants to flow through. Like I feel like that optimizes health when you're connected to some form of creativity. And I think, for me it's singing, and for many people it seems that resonates, but there's other art forms, and I would just encourage anybody to pursue the thing that's speaking to them the most and find a way to create space for that.